Hey guys, ChrisImmortal here. This is going to be a video about me talking about some of the new tier changes in Ghost Recon Online. I figure this is probably going to be a better way to express it instead of a wall of text because there's just so much I want to say and it's hard to convey, so I'm just going to talk about it and put some stuff on the screen instead of trying to write an essay, and people don't have time to read all that. Alright? So now we're going to have tier 5 armor and tier 9 guns. I'm not going to go into the guns much in this video because their power is kind of subjective in a way. I'd rather talk about the tier 5 armor because tier 5 armor is a direct upgrade to other armor before it. For example, tier 5 Titan armor, there's no reason to be using tier 4 Titan armor instead. Tier 5 gives you same speed, more armor, and another insert slot. So if you're a person who wants to play this competitively and not be held back by any gear disadvantage in a clan match, you want tier 5 armor. The question is, do we have a problem here? Do we have a problem with tier 9 guns and tier 5 armor being added to the game? It pretty much scales the game up. More damage and more damage reduction. So if they can keep tier 8 and 9 people with tier 5 armor playing against other tier 8 and 9 people with tier 5 armor, that's fine. Please release more content. I love it when new guns get added to the game. New armor, not so much, and I'll talk about that later, but new guns, sure. But people who just aren't at that level yet shouldn't have to deal with it. People who are level 20, the equivalent of level 20 since levels don't matter, should not ever have to see tier 5 armor and a tier 9 gun, ever, in a pub match. Or in a clan match, obviously, but that's up to the players to figure out. So they really need to get matchmaking working if they want to scale up the game like this, because it's okay if they're releasing higher DPS guns and higher armor. The tier system pretty much admits that not all guns are side grades to one another, although we've known it for some time. The new guns are going to start to obsolete older guns. There's going to be a best one-shot kill shotgun and a best rapid-fire shotgun. There's going to be the best sniper rifle for a certain situation. It's going to take out a lower-level sniper rifle. It's going to happen. But the idea is it's the higher-tier equivalent of a lower-level gun. That's okay, but people with the lower-level equivalent should never have to see the direct upgrade to theirs being used against them. So they need to figure out different tiers, different leagues, like a junior league and a pro league or something like that, just to keep it separate. It's not okay to make everybody face the top tier guys. The only top tier players in this game are the ones with the top stuff. There's no top level intermediate player like the best of the level 20 bracket. That's not a thing. If you get to be the best of the level 20 bracket, well, you probably are already facing the top tier. You're just going to keep facing higher and higher players. So it might be time to start dividing it up somehow. I don't know exactly how, but they need to do something about this, because if they just keep adding these higher damage guns, the higher damage guns will tear through the lower armor, and the lower tier guns will just have their bullets bounce off of the higher tier armor. There's huge imbalance, so it needs to be addressed by some better matchmaking. Personally, I want to keep playing the game with my F2000 for a little while before I spend money on moving up. I just got my Mark IV armor, and I've just started inserting it, so I wish I could play a little bit more Ghost Recon Online, where maybe the top gun that you'll see in a pub match is a Mark 17, and then it's F2000s and AR-21 SVs from there or something. And then, when I'm ready, I can buy like an AK or something and some armor, and play in the top tier when I'm ready. But I'm probably already going to be matched with the top tier guys now. And so I'm going to have to buy new armor or just suck it up. And I don't like just sucking it up, because when I had Mark IV armor and I was playing other Mark IV armor guys, the firefights were really about who aimed better. So if I died, it wasn't because my bullets were doing less damage, it was because someone shot me in the face before I shot them in the face. So yeah, I understand they don't want me to just camp at F2000 level forever and stomp on everybody who just got to F2000 level, but at the same time, are they really going to force me to move up? So basically what I'm saying here is when they scale up the game, they need to figure out a way to keep it separate from everybody else. it's not okay to scale up the top of the game, pretty much raise the cap on everybody, and anybody who doesn't pay to keep up with it, who was formerly a top player, is now a second-class citizen in all their pub matches. I understand the need to incentivize people to spend money on the game. Like I said earlier, I don't have a problem spending money on the game, but I do have a problem with spending all at once like that. This isn't just new guns in the game. This is new armor. This is like seriously a new tier. It's a new level of play, and I'm not ready to step up to it yet. I would like to flush out my guy on his current level. Do I need to drop everything? My Mark IV armor investment was a complete waste then, and just move along to tier 5? Think about it. What do we do? I don't really know. I think there needs to be a discussion, though. I think we need to think about what should we even suggest. Tiered matchmaking would be great. Maybe a way to put on certain weapons and match search as a certain tier or something. So if you don't quite have your top tier loadout set up yet, just select on your inventory, gear me up for a tier 7 matchmaking. It'll give you your F2000 and whatever tier armor corresponds to that, and you can't change it once you get a match. Something that simple. Because like you just can't scale it up like that. That's pretty much what I'm saying. So thank you for watching. Let's have a discussion about this. I'll put, I guess, a TLDR on screen and in the description because I just talk a lot. Bye-bye.